Hey, it's John Hope Bryant. This is after the show. I did MSNBC with Stephanie Ruhle, my friend, the anchor for the national business correspondent for MSNBC. So MSNBC with Stephanie Ruhle this morning, and the broadcast got interrupted by some technical difficulties, so it was a shorter segment than Stephanie and I would have wanted, but it was important. You should go back and watch it. You can find it on my feed or hers or MSNBC's, but I want after the show and get into this a little bit further. So you had the unemployment numbers come out today, which showed a steady rise of jobs, but you're seeing also increasing displacement. And I think that there's a couple of themes here. If you were college educated, and the more college educated you were or are, the better you did. If you're college educated and had relationship capital, means you know somebody who can hook you up. You did pretty well during the pandemic, and you're probably doing pretty well now. The jobs numbers suggest you are doing well. You're back to work if you want to be. What I mean by that is some women are still saying no mas because they don't have a solution for daycare. They don't have a solution for health care that they're comfortable with or school. And they're not yet comfortable that it's safe to go outside as they are, literally the virtual womb for their family. And they don't want to get sick, and they don't want their kids to get sick. So women are delaying a bit to make sure that the society is safe. But the group that's really being disconnected, if you look at the numbers, is the greater the tan, the greater the displacement. So it's gone from white to Hispanic to black. And the unemployment rate is most viscerally bad for blacks, black women and black men. Latinos is better than blacks, but less good than whites. And it's not about race so much, it's the color is green, that just folks who are black and Latino don't have, because of racism and bias and discrimination and lack of relationship capital, lack of access, a lot of things, don't have the access that my white friends have to each other. Or to put it bluntly, if you hang around 9 broke people, you'll be the 10th. As I've said in Up From Nothing, my book Up From Nothing, the book, The Memo, this point I've made about how the poor can save capitalism, I'm going to get to that in a minute, and the work of Operation Hope Every Day, about creating really this fortune at the bottom of the pyramid, getting them all coached up, financial coached up, getting them into the game, the big game of economics and ownership and opportunity on a sustainable basis. So you've got folks who are not employed right now because they don't have the relationship capital and because they don't want to go back to a dead-end job. They've been given a break for the first time in their life by their government, right? And they want to reset their lives. They want to get retrained. They want to be put back in the game in something other than a dead-end job, making, if you're making $12 an hour in New York City or in Los Angeles or some high cost place, not Wyoming, where about $12 an hour actually might be qualified as a living wage, but most of America, $12 an hour, 3 children, single mother, 40-hour week, you're making $26,000 a year. That's below the poverty line. They're like, and if it's a job with no aspirational rewards, doesn't seem to be going anywhere, they're not treated very well, they're going, maybe I'll just sit at home and try to find my way to get retrained for another job. Or I see this infrastructure bill coming from Congress and the Senate and President Biden. Maybe I'll wait for that, get retrained, and pivot to another aspiration and live this American dream everybody's talking about. People aren't lazy. People want to live. They want to live a full and complete life. They want this country to live up to its rhetoric of the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, the Articles of aspiration, if you want to call it that, of American opportunity, American dream, opportunity for all. They want that for themselves and their family. This one young lady who I know told me she worked at a hotel, and when pandemic hit, they stopped all employment there, and she's sitting at home. She got depressed, thought about suicide. Yes, thought about suicide. It's very, nice, strong, otherwise strong-willed woman, but she's by herself with her children and felt alone and abandoned and traumatized by this isolation. And when this economy began to open up, she didn't feel comfortable going back to the hotel for the reasons I just mentioned, but somebody called her. Luckily, this person was educated, African, and aspirational, and had made friends at the hotel. This person got somebody who's wealthy say, look, I've got a private charter private plane. I can hook you up with a company that takes care of the plane. That person was able to get slightly retrained, use their hospitality skills, get slightly retrained, get a better quality job, better life experience, better schedule, better compensation, and better treatment. All the lights came on in that person's life. They're now, markedly happier. They are living a portion of the American dream. They feel the future has some future for them. I think that people are, to quote my friend Bill Mendel, one of our advisors, I think that people are looking to ask if America has the will to launch a second GI Bill. And the GI Bill is when this economy took off the last time after the World War II, where we invested, every time we invested at the bottom of the economic pyramid, from the New Deal in the early 1900s all the way through to today, the economy has taken off like a rocket. The last time that we've had this kind of growth was after World War II, where the federal government created the white middle class by investing in the GI Bill, which was enough education, as much education that you could shove down your throat, a mortgage for a new home, wealth creation, and training or retraining, apprenticeship for the job for the future. That created what we now call the white middle class. And but because of a lot of factors, including discrimination, blacks did not get those opportunities, as but one example. Women, by the way, too. It was mostly white male movement. I'm not giving you some soft soap opinion. I'm telling you that I think it's, if I get my numbers right, in Alabama, I think it was, out of 4,000 or 5,000 applicants or recipients of GI Bill, I think it was 2 that were black. I mean, this is statistically accurate. And then in New Jersey and New York, it was 6 figures of folks it was a lot of people who got the GI Bill, but there was 97 who were black. I mean, it's not even debatable about whether this was merely in the 1940s, 50s, and 50s movement, the GI Bill for white males. We now need to empower people who look different. We need to empower folks at the bottom of the economic pyramid, because whether you're white, black, red, brown, or yellow, they want some more green, and America needs it. Or to say this differently, my white friends need my black friends to do better. Sorry, I'm gonna go one step further. Take that out, no race. My rich friends need my poor friends to do better, if only to stay rich. And that's from how the Poor Said Capitalism. And that rose into, the memo rose into Up From Nothing, my last book, rose in, and it's consistent with our work at Operation Hope, which is America's financial coach nationwide. Go to 888-388-HOPE, call that number, 888-388-HOPE, go to operationhope.org, download the Hope in Hand app. If you want to be a business owner, because you not just cash a check, you can create one, cut a check. Then go to 1 Million Black Business Initiative, or hope1mbb.org, and take your life back today. John Hope Bryant. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you want me to talk about next. Kudos to all my friends from the broadcast this morning, Stephanie Ruhle and others. And share this on your pages. Follow the movement. We have 2.5 million followers on my page alone, plus another, whatever it is, on Operation Hope's pages, tens of thousands of all its accounts, and about 100 million video views and growing. Let's rock and roll. This is a movement of civil rights. Civil rights was viewed in the streets. Civil rights, SILVER, will be viewed and operationalized in the suites. I'm out.